Cook hits unbeaten 50 after Somerset skittled. Somerset were swept aside with ease by Hampshire in their season opener at the Aegeus Bowl, so they returned to the Cooper Associates county ground, hoping to bounce back. In their way, an Essex side who'd piled on the runs against Kent last time out, albeit in a draw. Having won the toss, the visitors took to the field, and their hosts were under pressure pretty quickly. Ben Green, the first man to go, caught behind for 15 off the bowling of Stacchetti. It wasn't long before they were 2 down. Renshaw's faint inside edge enough to drag Cook's delivery onto his stumps. Hildreth then followed with a score on 32, another for Stacchetti, pouched by Wheater for 5. Even the captain Tom Abel could do little to stem the tide, another for Cook. The ball looped off Abel's pads by way of an inside edge into the hands of Dan Lawrence. Cook was having some day. Goldsworthy unable to get off the mark, a second in the over for the bowler. The experienced Stephen Davis succeeded where his colleagues had failed. He stayed with Tom Lammonby, who had the 50 up with just his second boundary of the innings. The score was 70 for 5 when they headed in for lunch. Essex already on top, Somerset with some thinking to do. The keeper's resistance proved to be short-lived though, out soon after the resumption, taken high by Wheater off the bowling of Snater. The score was 79 for 7 when Harmer struck for his first. Grigory's edge found, the all-rounder gone for just 4. Lammonby was ploughing a lone furrow and running out of partners, but coped well. He was starting to think about a 50. Overton helped Somerset avoid being skittled for under 100. His 2 through the offside enough to see 3 figures on the board, but that proved to be the extent of his contribution, bowled by Stacchetti, who now had 3 to his name. Lammonby finally succumbed, 2 runs shy of his 50, and attempted to reverse his downfall, Harmer and Cook combining again. And they did it one more time, this time to end the innings. Siddle out, caught by Cook. Wheater's blushes spared by the former England captain. Somerset had slumped to 109 all out and had lasted just a session and a half under the concerted pressure of Essex's attack. Lammonby had resisted the longest, his 48 the top score, Green's 15 a distant second. 3 bowlers had picked up 3 wickets each, but with 9 maidens from his 15 overs, Cook had been the most impressive. And where Somerset's openers had been all at sea, Brown and Cook found calm waters to get the Essex innings up and running. And it was plain sailing for the openers, all the way through to tea. 40 on the board without much to concern them. They were now trailing by just 69. The early stages of the evening session were just as kind to Essex. Cook and Brown waltzing past 50 runs together, the edge off Overton tantalisingly out of reach of the Somerset slip cordon, but effective nonetheless. Overton struck back, Brown well taken by Abel to depart for 25, perhaps a glimmer of hope for Somerset. Essex, though, were unmoved. Cook collected and organised, now joined by his captain, and parity was possible before the close of play. Cook found his way to 50, scored in characteristically patient style. The score was now almost on level terms with Somerset. They were 6 runs shy of that first innings total and Wesley had to go. Another for Overton. The captain strangled down the leg side. In as night watchman was Cook the younger, who stayed with his exalted colleague as they easily found their way to level pegging before the end of the day, and that's where they'd finish. Essex 109 for 2, Cook 59 not out, and a fine day for the visitors sealed. Somerset, though, will be determined to find something to cling on to if they're to play their way back into this match. Morning wickets are a must, but with Cook in this kind of form, that's easier said than done.